49ers offense now coming out.
Well, let's see who got some magic.
Going to get set in the slot for this snap.
Shotgun Y flex.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
And in motion there, covering that middle of the field.
Nice.
Good job.
Oh,
Anquan makes a move. Run out of gas, out of bounds, 11 seconds.
And keeps the timeout. That's a big play by Cannon there.
That definitely is a big play.
Gets out of bounds, saves his timeout, gains a few yards.
I'm guessing he's going to need a little bit more than the first down to get in field goal range.
Yeah, I would assume so. Looks like he's not going to worry about it, though. He's just going to take his timeout and kick his 3. We'll see what he can do here. We'll see if he picked the right field goal.
And the kick is up. He shanked it.
Cannon missed one just as bad last night, too. Like, missed one basically the same, I don't know if it was the same length, but it was the same far left.
Oh, wow.
Field goals are not as easy as they once were.
Going into the half.
Let's get ready now to take a look back at the first half. Both teams have had
Let's see if that's a momentum shifter. Oh, wow.
We have a tight game on our hands. We'll have to see if either side can take control in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation.
Ah, man. I think Cannon's getting
Cannon's
the ball
going to have
back.
the ball down 1. Yes, sir, you are correct. Oh. Hunter almost makes something happen.
And they deck him at the 16-yard line. They come to the line of
All right, now he's starting from the
first down.
16.
Familiar under center snugs.
Under center.
Cannon's really good at making fake hot routes, basically, so acting as if you are sending people out on routes and then running the ball, hoping that maybe your opponent pass commits, which then leads to pancake blocks. That time Cannon actually does pass the ball.
Ooh. Oh, he paused.
Not sure who Johnson is, but he dropped the pick. I don't understand when people complain when they're, 60 overall cornerbacks drop picks. Like that guy.
Yeah.
Now that guy might be a starter. I've never used San Francisco this year. I try to watch good football teams in real life. So I stay away from the 49ers as much as possible. But I feel like this guy Johnson, who's been getting beat a lot today, has got to be bad.
Yeah.
He must be tall, maybe, for people who are trying to guard streaks, or maybe he's fast, trying to guard like over the middle routes.
Right.
But he's not a very good pass catcher. Good.
Oh, man. Third and six
for Cannon here, under center slugs.
Bowman covering the right-hand side of that field.
Los Manalines. Cannon audibles to a hidden play, which is what gives Gore that offset look. He now audibles it to shotgun.
Here with a 4-6 formation. Defense comes out in a 4-6 formation.
But him on the other opposite side. Oh, and he's I was just about to say he missed the blitz, but he was able to get the ball out.
That was the most excited I've ever seen someone for a slipper. That was the most excited I've ever seen people get for a slipper.
You keep looking to pick up those first
He gained 10 yards and this place went crazy.
It leads to a score.
Defense with plenty of bodies in the box here on this play. Now 1st and 10. And the give.
Frank Gore for 3. Second and long.
All righty, no huddle.
Looking at this deficit, you wonder how much more they're going to try to run the football because it has
Shotgun
not
Y
been
flex.
there for the taking all game long.
Yeah, the running game's been terrible. Hard to win a game in the NFL when you're one-dimensional.
Trips tight end.
If you want to win today's game, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. Grow.
Los adjust. 4-6, I believe, here because Bethea is lined up at that linebacker position.
I don't know if that was a botch.
It was, no, well, so what happened, Cannon saw Los playing the gap, saw that he was probably going to have a hit stick coming his way, so he went ahead and just hesitated. Didn't run into any of his linemen, luckily. So third and manageable.
The backfield. The 49ers
Running on the
37.
stand-up. I see Crabtree moving, and I see the man-to-man. Yep, he was waiting on that.
So Cannon really just overloading the 2 and 3 thirds of the field and letting Los choose who he's going to guard and just throws it to the other man. He's making the nice read so far.
Yeah.
He's got to hope he keeps doing so. Under center slugs. Gore goes offset on a wheel route, it looks like. Yes, it is, because he hits upfield. Does he go for Gore on that wheel route? Alden Smith cannot.
Oh, good catch.
Alden Smith will not hold up to a wheel route out of the backfield.
My problem, and I'm not a Madden player like you all, but my problem with choosing that particular defense and having to go man-to-man like that, because it's kind of like you're giving him enough time to sit in that pocket and wait for that one guy that you do not.
Well, the problem is zone will not stop crossing routes in this game whatsoever. At all. Like, it will not do it.
Oh, my God.
So you have to go man, but at that point, obviously, you see it's susceptible to real routes like the wheel route. Streak routes are going to beat man a lot. Slants are still going to beat it, but drags not so much, which is what you see a lot of people running, or the just default crossing routes in the game. Man is going to stay with those.
Okay.
And that's really what he's hitting.
Okay.
So Los switches up to man and gets burned the first time.
Out to the left.
Goes for 2. So what happened there? Well, what happened there? Los basically didn't defend it, gave him his point back. So it is what it is. So if you weren't watching earlier, Cannon came out in the wrong field goal play, ended up doing a fake. Cannon and Los respect each other. I don't know if they're friends necessarily, but they respect each other enough that it looks like Los just gave him that point.
I'm going to pass it off to her because I actually think
First down here.
I'm going to take my food orders now.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
Frank Gore up the middle,
To the right side, looking for room.
bounces it outside,
At the
gain of
30.
4.
And now they'll try over again on second down.
Okay.
It's going to take it from the gun.
Verticals from Los. Man. Oh.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it
Shotgun
just gives you a
bunch.
better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Ooh.
A
lot of drop picks this game.
They can be picked off. Most of the
Cannon is 1-0 against Los this weekend. They did play last night. Cannon led by 21. It became a good game when Cannon lost his quarterback. Los still, or excuse me, Cannon still won by multiple scores.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
The 49ers
Time for one more play in the quarter.
Jim, when you're down by a few points in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Bunch week.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for
Halfback
a
counter.
third time. Spinning out of trouble, and it's Patrick Willis.
Should take
who
us to the
makes
fourth.
Tackle. That leads us to second down. They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
Play action, crossing route.
First down.
Vernon Davis picks up the first down. That is going to do us for this quarter. It's going to go to the fourth with Cannon up 7. A lot of what Cannon, I'm not going to say a lot. Some of what Cannon had success with last night was the hit power of the Ravens. It doesn't feel like, at least, the 49ers have the hit power that the Ravens do.
The final quarter underway now with this snap. Makes the
McDonald on
catch
corner
in the
route.
open
It's
field.
going to be first and goal from the 3. I would assume Los is going to take as much time with him as possible.
When it comes to the passing game, formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice play call, They throw the pass and complete it for a good, solid pickup.
The 49ers defense lined up in a 4-6 formation.
First and goal.
Second down here.
No touchdown there. Second and goal from the one. Hurry up, Los.
Hurry up offense. Millers takes it across.
Touchdown, Los.
He's in for the touchdown.
The fullback in most offenses in the NFL very seldom gets to carry the football, but down near the goal
21-21, 3 and some change left.
Quick hitting plays by a big, powerful guy gets it done.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation. Shakes past the defender. Nice tackle.
Cannon's going to have 3 and some change to go 83 yards. Only needs 3. I'm sure he prefers 7, but don't we all? Cannon in the Carolina playbook. I want to say Los is in 4-6 because it's all had normal bear and bear under. So I want to say that that's the 4-6 playbook. Cannon comes out in an unfamiliar set to what we're used to, at least. I'm sure he's ran it once or twice. Or is going to get hit for a loss of 2.
Goes for a loss of 2. Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
They send the tight end in motion. Get away from the pressure. Bob Brooks brings the quarterback down.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterback when you're just rushing the defensive lineman, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talent.
Cannon 3rd and 12. Cannon comes out with shoot clock on. I don't know if he meant to rather or not, to be honest. I'm sure if he picks up his first down, of course he meant to. Tries to pass lead with Kaepernick, and that is what happens quite often. 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning there, so time isn't, I wouldn't say it's against him, but it's definitely not on his side.
Interception for the defense.
First down at the 28.
1st and 10, Los runs the ball inside, is going to pick up a first down.
When we were in practice on Friday, Jim, this team was working on red zone offense all the time. Well, here they are. It's a tie game. We'll see if all that practice pays off.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment.
1st and 10 from the 14. Los can get a first down. Let's see if he tries to take any of these timeouts from Cannon. Los is usually a pretty smart player. I'm sure he will take as much time off the clock as possible. Gore on a counter. Cannon does use one.
Will use one of its timeouts right here. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down.
2nd and 9. Very balanced game from Los. 14 runs, 16 passes.
A 3rd time. The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
Kaepernick on a slipper, breaks a tackle, but the game doesn't let him get the recovery animation. A lot of times when players stumble like that, you'll see the right stick kind of flicker underneath the player. If you flick that stick backwards, it will help that player recover from stumbles.
The 49ers set the line of scrimmage with their set of
3rd and 4 from the 8. Shotgun bunch weak flipped. Runs the ball, gets stopped. It's going to be 4th and 2.